Okay, so in true me fashion, I gotta have a cigarette because I want to break stuff. As I said, I vaguely remembered putting everything together from the top for a reason. And after jacking up the front end because I can't squeeze I can squeeze under the van if I slide on the floor. But I cannot fit under the van rolling on a creeper. So I had to jack up the front end, put a jack stand underneath it for safety, because these old jacks here that my friend's dad has a whole bunch of cool shit in here, old stuff, back when they made it to last. But old hydraulic jacks, they don't always stay up with all the weight, They slowly, and the last thing I want to do is get crushed. So had the jack stand under it for safety. Rolled my happy ass under the van. Yeah, let's see here. Okay, the new heater. This is the front. So that's facing the dash. This is facing back into my van home. Okay, now so underneath, when it's through the floor, it's like that, right? Well, the only two. So I'm underneath the van looking up at it, like to say that, right? The only two nuts I can see are these two. These are hidden underneath the heat shield for the exhaust and the part of the unit, the body frame, and all the body parts of the cab of the body of the van. Because there's just enough room where these came down alongside the frame. The air inlet will go in front and the exhaust going back. So, in normal me fashion, I just wasted all this time. And I'm going to have to go get more lap sealant. And I'm going to have to take it apart from the top. Because I'm sure the lap sealant if I have any left in my storage, I can guarantee it's no good because it sat in there over a winter, then a summer, now into this winter. So what little bit I got left is not going to be enough, and it's probably no good. It's probably all hard in the tube, in the caulk tube. So that means I got to go up to the Camp World, get another tube. I guess I will be doing this weekend. Welcome to my life, folks. If something, see Darwin's Law, all these smart fellows back in the day, Darwin's Law and, all these other genius guys, they all had great theories and the laws of physics and this and that. Well, there's the Gilbert Law. And the Gilbert Law says if something can go wrong or not work out easily, well, it's going to happen that way. That's the law of me. So now, well, I guess I'll replace my LED headlight that went bad prematurely, which I still think that's a whole nother fiasco. When I first bought this van, the passenger side headlight, when it had its original stock headlights, the passenger side burned out. So I went and got a new one, put it in. It had no moisture in it. Within a few weeks of running, using it, it had condensation in it. Driver's side did not. I went and bought 2 more bulbs. Replaced them both. Passenger side got condensation in it. Driver's side did not. I switched them. Driver's side dried out. The one with the condensation dried out. And the driver's side that never got condensation on the passenger side. So for some reason, only my passenger side headlight gets condensation. But it's not because the light bulbs have a leak, because I even did submerge them in water to see if any water got in. No water got in. So the only thing I can think is that somehow the passenger side light is burning hotter, so to say. Like maybe a little more than 12 volts, or I don't know. I'm not sure how to describe it, proper terms, but somehow it's like that headlight is running hotter. Well, then when I did the LED headlight conversion, you know, it comes with the new housing, which takes the place of the sealed bulb. And in 9 months, this side burned up. And when I pulled it out, I could smell on the back where it has an internal fan, you know, I could smell the burnt electrical in that light. So now I ordered 2 more, another pair of LED bulbs, same ones I had. I'm going to replace this one. Not going to replace the driver's side, just this side. And we'll see if it goes 9 months before it goes out again. And then I'll have one more spare to replace it, and then I'll have to order, of course, before that I'll probably order at least one more set, because they were only $52.99, I think, was shipping from the company I've ordered them from. So I guess now I'll do that, and then I'm guessing there's no point in putting my seat back in. Since I'll be working on this in another day or so. I know the heater still works, it's just a little noisy, but it still works. At least with the seat off, I'll know, I'll be able to maybe take more of a gander at it. Well, let's pull this off a minute. Okay, so with the cap off, see, there's not a lot of, there's a little bit of play. And I know that I don't know if you can see it, but right there is a magnet, and that thing has to, if that actually doesn't make communication with another one or whatever, then the fan won't work. Yeah, see that? I'm thinking I'll have to take that screw out, pull this off out of the way, and then that's the glow plug. Replaced that already. That actually comes around and plugs into here. Let's see here a minute. Well, we got it apart. I gotta put the fuse back in because I pulled the fuse a while. Put the fuse back in, and we got power. So now let's start it. There goes the fan. Little plug's heating up. Goes back in the hole so I don't lose it. Nut on there. Part of the noise. Yeah, so the thing's actually rubbing. Yep, there it goes again. Yep. So the fan motor is binding up when it does that. There goes E6. All right, so well, now well, so since it's shut down, it won't restart on its own until I reset it by pulling the fuse. So and then this has to go, that's right. And then
this comes off. So then we'll unplug that. That goes there. We unplug this. That goes to that one. This one to there. And that one does not get unhooked. That just slides up out of there and off to the side. Now, okay, I don't see any way to you might only be able to get to that, and you pull this all apart and you take out the 4 Allen screws to pull this cover off to clean out the combustion chamber. Yeah, see, that's not supposed to sound like that. That's in the motor itself. So, all right. Okie dokies. So, I do believe, like I said before in another video, I do believe I fried the glow plug the first time around because I turned it on. The glow plug kicked on. E9. What's E9? Hold on, gotta get the book. Let's see what E9 is. Because first it said E6, which I know that's the fan. Let's see here. Where is, back pretty far. Fault code. Fault state description. It only goes up to 8. E1 would be the power voltage, raise the power voltage. E2, reduce the power voltage. E3 is check the ignition plug, which is the glow plug. E4, the oil pump. E5, check the temperature sensor on the shell or check whether the fan revolution speed is abnormal. E6, check the polarity of the magnet and the position of the Hall sensor, which I guess I do believe, I think. Awful lot of dirt in there. I don't know. There's probably a lot of dirt in the motor too. E9. There is no E9. At least not in the new book. Hold on, let me see if I can find the old book.
E9 is probably, I don't know. Yeah, see, that's got play in it. And if we check the okay, so the new heater, the fan does not have any play in the armature and stuff, and this one does. So see, it's quiet as long as this is pulled out, which okay, so with that, so we plug that back in. This one went to the back. This one goes to the front. So, what this tells me is that, okay, the fan motor, and like I said, I'm pretty sure I can only get that out once I pull this whole unit out of this housing. There's 4 Allen screws that hold this front cover onto the rest of the combustion chamber. It looks like that fan is fastened to this lid from the inside. Then the combustion chamber, the glow plug and the combustion chamber's here. This all heats up. Fresh air comes in up front. Exhaust goes out back here. Fan draws air through over the fins all the way around, blows out hot air. So now you can't put that on without hitting it, so we will put that back together like so. Now we have to reset by pulling the fuse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fuse reinsertion. Unit resets. Unit on. And it's back to its normal little slight noisiness. Glow plug's not even coming on because it's still warm enough inside. So it's we got the fuel. fuel pump. Kick on. Oh, there goes the glow plug. I realized it needed it. Okie dokies. Glow plug on. And yep, I'm gonna have to take out 1, 2, 3, 4. Means I have to unfasten the exhaust muffler from the frame, undo the air intake so that can all come up. I'll have to snip the zip tie on the fuel line that's coiled up, the extra fuel line. And then I will have to fight like hell to get all that lap sealant broke to free that bond. Well, luckily this weekend is supposed to be warmer. Come on, glow plug. There you go. Glow plug's off. Combustion is now going. Gentle tap forward makes the fan armature go that way. Right. Well, there it goes. Huh. I would say my fan motor is shot. Yep, it is. Same noise as it was making yesterday morning. Well, that, folks. You don't have to have a noisy fan on your diesel heater to know that the fan's broke, but it helps. We're gonna shut that down now. Yes. Oh, shut up already. Come on, shut off. It's fine, I'm shutting you down. Shut down. Yep, that thing's gonna need to rebuild another new motor. Which I'm pretty sure, since they sell the glow plug and everything else, I'm sure the sensors and the motherboard. Good God. Cool off, come on. Hurry up. And that, folks, that is how you know your diesel parking heater fan motor is kaput. Oh yeah. Sakes, you weren't even running that long. You don't have to cool down this long. Barely putting out any hot air. It ain't that a kicker, dude. My fuel. I just filled it. My God, it never takes this long to cool off to shut down the fan. Alright, well, no worries. We'll go get... I guess I'll be running up to Route 22 to go to the camper store and get me a tube of self-leveling lap sealant. You know, actually I installed this, it was getting cold. It was November. Yeah, November was a year I had this in the van. Because I put this in and that lap sealant set up, so you know what? It was colder that when I put it in than it is now, so yeah, I'm not worried about that. Screw it. Here I was worried, but actually I just realized it was colder when I put this one in. And it sealed up perfectly fine. Like, really good. Oh goodness. So I gotta hope that I can, oh goodness. This ought to be fun. Oh well. If it wasn't, give me lemons, I'll make more lemonade. Just be a little bitter, that's all. So, alright, well, sorry for such a long video, folks, but at least that way you can now know. Oh, sorry, let me turn the light off, blinding you there. Of course, you couldn't see my ugly mug when I had the light on. That might be a good thing. But yeah, at least this way now, you know, for those of you out there that may have these diesel heaters, just know that when you start hearing that sound, yeah, you best have either a new motor, because I'm going to have to look that up. Either have a new motor and a rebuild kit to tear this thing apart and rebuild it and replace it, or just replace the whole thing like I'm gonna do for $160. You get a whole nother kit, you know, and then you got extra parts for later in case you need them. It's always good to have some extra parts for this stuff because, you know, you can only order it online. Nobody sells this stuff in a store. So, you know, it's good to have extra parts and spare parts on hand. It really is. You know, you don't have to have spare parts on hand, but it helps. Boy, ain't that gonna be a shame. Open a whole tube of lap sealant for the little bit I'm gonna need here. Maybe, you know what? Instead of spending the money on it, maybe I just go get me some RTV silicone. It'd be cheaper, smaller tube. It'll be good enough to seal that up when I put the other new heater back in. Yeah, we'll do that. That'll be cheaper, and I can get that at closer store than going all the way up 22 towards up towards Colonial Park. Man, now oh man, if I don't put the seat back in, then I can't put my, well, you know what, the hell with it. We'll just leave that out too. Yeah. Hell, I might just pull out a whole bunch of this stuff and just stick it all right here in the garage, and then, yeah, that sounds like a plan. So, okay, well, so what we learned here today, folks, is my fan motor on my diesel heater has taken a shit. Good healthy one. Not completely though, only a half healthy shit. Because it still works, it just makes a lot of damn noise. We've also learned that if you mount your heater underneath the passenger front seat, you are not going to be able to get to all four nuts underneath to install or change out later or do maintenance. Your only option is to remove seat, remove four screws that hold the mounting plate to the floor, and pull everything back up through. So, yeah, because what I remember now, it's coming back to me. The exhaust I fished up through the hole. The air intake I fished up through the hole. The fuel line I fished up through the hole. And then, if I'm not mistaken, I really wish I would have just cut this damn vinyl floor out from here because it's in my way. I think I might be losing some vinyl flooring here when might just lose me some vinyl floor. Sounds like a heck of an idea. Why fight around it? Because, yeah, because I can't get the doorstep out on this side to easily flip it back because, well, my tank is in the way. And it's fastened through. This wood is fastened to everything here on the doorstep and the metal, and then the tank is fastened to the wood. Yeah. This is why I want the next tank behind the fridge and freezer with the fill over there. No more filling here and having to deal with spillage or whatnot. Because I can, when it's back there, everything can get sealed. Everything will get sealed up. The hose going into the cap. Everything will get sealed. Yeah. So, and I got enough fuel line here to be able to run across over there to go up through from the bottom behind the fridge. Yeah. So that's for a later date though. That's going to be a springtime project. But yeah. So, okay. Well, so what we learned here is that if you're going to mount your diesel heater here, you only have one option for one way to install it, one way to remove it if needed. And it won't be from underneath the van. Because heat shields, exhaust heat shield, frame, body, the body, all the pieces and stuff that make the body firm and solid are in the way. You have just enough room to bring the exhaust and the fresh air intake and the fuel line down, and that is it. So, yeah. So if you plan on putting your heater here, this spot, just know that is what you are going to have to contend with. Yay! So, all right, now we're gonna move on to, no, we're not we, but me. I'm gonna move on to replacing my LED light. So this has been long enough. I apologize for the lengthy videos. I know nobody ever wants to watch the whole thing, and I don't blame you. How exciting is this, you know? Most people aren't going to make it to this point, so you won't even know that I'm apologizing for my long video. But if you do happen to be here hearing me apologize for my long video, I don't know how these YouTubers make a whole day and put it into 15, 20 minutes. I don't know how they do it, because I mean, even with an editing program and a laptop with an editing program, and how do you know, I don't know, because other van lifers will be like, hey, let's talk about something, and then they'll talk about a whole topic, and it's like, even though they're short and to the point, and yet it's a topic where they talk about something for a while, it just seems like it should be way more than 20 minutes. But somehow they make it happen that it's only 15, 20 minutes when it had to be hours worth, and I guess they crop out a lot of stuff that they said that they're just not putting it out there, I guess. I don't know. So, welcome to the Bearded Nomad Van Life / Bearded Nomad, or the Bearded Nomad Relic Hunter / the Bearded Nomad Rockhound channel. I really probably should just start 2 whole new channels, but my God. Hell, this one ain't even, I think I'm at 60 subscribers, so yeah. Yeah, I'll just put all 3 of them in the same channel, because that way, why have 3 channels that can't make monetization? I'll be 3 different people in one channel and still not make monetization. Oh, I've been up way too long. Ooh, getting a little delusional. It's too time I have to pop open one of them NOS and start sipping on the NOS. So, I will catch you all later. I'm going to do my headlight now, and hopefully at least that will be fixed. At least that's one thing that might work after I'm done here messing around, wasting all this time. So, I will catch you later. Maybe later on, tomorrow, whatever, whenever. It'll probably be tomorrow night, I guess. I could start this. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah. Because I had other stuff I wanted to do this weekend. I don't want to do this weekend. I got stuff to do. Damn it. Yeah, I got stuff to do. So I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to do this tonight after work, which means no sleep. Probably not much sleep now today, if any. And then, we might do a all-time new record for how many hours a week. I think I had 40 or 42 hours last weekend. Maybe we'll shoot for 24, 48, 60. Maybe we'll shoot for 60. Who knows? We'll see. See what happens. So, check back with me later. And thanks for, if you're new to a couple new subscribers, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. And don't leave me because of these long videos. Just trust me. There had to be enough funny stuff in here just to make you laugh a couple times. And if you laughed, then, well, then I've accomplished my goal by making somebody laugh. Because that's probably my only reason of existence, is to make people laugh. Even if it's me being stupid or acting dumb or sounding stupid or dumb or, you know, I don't know. But anywho, yeah, so I hope y'all have a freaking awesome day. And remember, if you have a heater that makes noises like that, you don't have to have a heater making noises to know your fan's going bad, but it helps. So just remember that. And I apologize to any of these people that I'm quoting their quotes. But it helps. I really appreciate it. I like that guy. He's funny as hell. And haven't seen much out of him anymore. And then, you know, of course, you got Rodney, you know, the way he, his whole, yeah, and a freaking awesome, have a freaking awesome day. Happy freaking awesome day or whatever it is. He says, you know, I like that guy. He makes me laugh and, you know, we're like two peas in a pod, I guess, kind of. we fit, we come from the same realm. But anywho, yeah. So I'll catch y'all later. I'm lacking sleep and getting delusional. And, yeah. That's it, I think. Right? Yeah. Is that it? I don't know. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Hey, myself says that's it. So, peace. Remember, fight for love, not hate. And we'll catch you on the flip side.